Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, of course, today is Self Care Saturday. Hey, Daria, thank you for joining me. How are you feeling today? Hey, LSW, thanks for coming through. Kayla says hey, too. Of course, she's here. As soon as I'm ready to do a live, she comes on in. How's everybody doing? Today is Self Care Saturday. We are here to, relax, relate, release. Take a moment to breathe. Of course, if this is your first time finding my channel, welcome, welcome to you. If you are one of, you know, my usual, um, welcome back. Glad to have you back again. And today we are talking about self-care Saturday. With self-care Saturdays, of course, I am, usually giving self-care ideas, self-care tips, positive affirmations. Um we trying to stop the stigma on mental health, right? Break the stigma, break the silence, stop the silence, and let people know what is really going on. All right. And today we are mainly going to be talking about just some, first of all, a mental health check-in, right? Seeing how you guys are doing. I'm still here, you still here, we still here. Go us, because some did not make it through the week. And just how y'all doing today. That's the first and foremost thing, right? And of course, when we are talking about self care, I pick Saturday, but it could be whatever day that you guys pick. And we are just, preparing ourselves for the next day, for the week, right? For what's coming forward. We don't been through, some of us a stressful week or whatever have you, a stressful day. And so we need to take that time out for ourselves and prepare ourselves and, just focus on us, right? Because a lot of times we're focusing on work, school, family, friends, kids, everything else in between. But you got to take time out for yourself. So, and take time out for the most important thing. And that most important thing is you, okay? YOU, all caps, point blank, period. So for me personally, this was a stressful week. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. That's why you have not seen that much of me. And when you do, it may not feel like I'm giving the energy that I normally would give, which is why sometimes I'm skeptical about even, coming up, because I want to always give you guys the best that I got, okay, like Anita Baker. And, so I was debating back and forth about whether I was even going to do this. That's why I was a little later than what I would normally do. But then I decided to go ahead and go forward. I may not be up here long, but I just at least wanted to still check in and see how y'all feeling. So, like I said, today we are mainly going to be talking about 50 ways to take a break. Okay, we of course, like I said, doing a mental health check-in. And of course, I always have some affirmations to throw in there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, y'all. So first and foremost, you know that you cannot forget to breathe, child. All right, we gotta breathe. So bring it on in, take a deep breath in, and then blow it on out, right? And if you could do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long you could do it, that's always a good way to start, right? And you know, it is self-care Saturday, and this is the place that you want to be in. Okay, Tamika's Den, you are in the right place. And this is my happy place. This is a happy space. This is a no judgment zone where we all can just come together. We are bringing good vibes only. All right. And so self-care is not a luxury. It is absolutely a necessity. Okay. Some people will make you feel like you ain't supposed to be, doing self-care. Like self-care is selfish, but no, it's not at all. It's absolutely mandatory. And so now we are officially closed for self-care. So the first thing on the agenda is don't forget about yourself. All right. Like I said, you can't do nothing for nobody else if you are not taking care of you first. It's just absolutely cannot happen. Okay. Hey, Ray KJ, thanks for coming through. Hope you having a good day. Happy Saturday. Hey, Book Diva. How you feeling today? Let me know how y'all feeling. Um, like I said, I'm not feeling too hot, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I've been trying to push through. It's been a little rough. I had a friend that's, been sick like the last 3 weeks. I had my own little health things going on. And I had already mentioned to you guys on my last self-care that I knew that my anniversary was coming up, and I knew that was gonna have me in my feelings and have me down. So I was already kind of preparing myself mentally for that. But then when the other stuff got thrown in the mix on top of it, had me in my feelings and had me kind of all over the place. So that's why, like I said, y'all haven't really been seeing me like too much. I've still been trying to do things here and there when I can. Still basically been trying to push through. Some days is better than others, and that's just what it is, right? If today is not a good day, that's okay. Tomorrow may be a better one, right? So that's basically what has been going on. Thank you, LSW. I appreciate that. So, um, yeah, you guys, 50 ways to take a break, right? I ain't gonna probably go through all 50, but I'm gonna tell y'all some. And if y'all have, different things that y'all do to relax, relate, release, let me know about some of your things. Okay, sharing is caring. Um, so y'all know how I'm always talking about candles. I will light a candle in a minute. It's just something about a candle that make me feel relaxed. Definitely, right? Learning something new that might be of interest to you, listening to like a guided relaxation type of flow is always a good thing. Reading a book, which I could definitely get back to reading because I used to read all the time, ordering books, going to the library, buying books, got books everywhere in my house. But I ain't gonna lie, I done fell off with reading. My personal favorite, of course, is taking those breaths. I'm always telling y'all about taking breaths. Hey, Matthew Wilson, thank you for stopping through. How you feeling? Happy Saturday. I hope the fellas is taking time out for their self-care too. I know sometimes when I say self-care, y'all be probably feeling like it's just for women, but no, it's for all of us, men and women, okay? Whatever y'all do to relax, relate, release is just as important too, okay? Y'all gotta take care of yourselves too, fellas. So, writing in a journal could be a big help. Eating a meal in silence, okay? Reading some poetry, writing some poetry, which I do write poetry. I don't write it as much as I used to, but that's definitely something that could you know, be just kind of another way for you to be able to release and put your feelings into the poems, right? And then coloring. You might find that to be fun. I'm not an artist, so it's probably easier for me to color in something than it is for me to draw something. Because if I draw, it's just gonna be a stick figure. But doing some stretches can also be a help. Listening to music, that's one of my favorites. Okay, music is definitely my safe space where I could go ahead and unwind at. Meditating. Um, Go for a run, right? I don't really do the runs, but I do usually go on a daily walk. So I will probably do that more so than a run. I'm gonna just keep it real. And turning off all your electronics, okay? Driving somewhere new, making some music if you know how to make it, honey, then that's definitely something that you could do. Taking a bike ride. I do like bike riding, going to the park. I don't know about climbing no tree, but that's one of the things on the list. I'm probably not gonna be climbing a tree though, but if y'all can, then definitely get into it. Taking a nap, that's another one that I'm okay with. All right. I will take a nap in a heartbeat. Shoot. I have regular nap times. Um Go to a body of water. I love water. Okay. Give me a beach, give me a pool, give me a jacuzzi, give me the sun, all of it. I love all of it. So I'm definitely one that's something that's gonna relax me. Even just and I think I have that on the list too, soaking in the tub. Okay. I tell y'all all the time that I will basically take like an Epsom salt bath or bubble bath. So anything with water is definitely relaxing to me. I'm okay with doing that. Okay. um Buying yourself some flowers, writing a letter, watching the stars or watching the clouds. Now, I will say in New York, we don't really have too much stars. So I know when I usually go down south, that's something that I like about down there. The stars is a little bit fuller. We may get one little speck here and there, but we don't usually have, the full sky full of stars. So that's definitely something that I like looking at. I also like to see when the trees start to bloom in the spring and having the different color flowers coming out of it. And in the middle of my building, it usually turns to like these pink flowers in the springtime. So I always like to see that. Flying a kite. Sometimes we just need to let out a sigh, okay? It just be that type of day. It could be something as simple as that, sitting in nature, moving twice as slowly. Another thing in New York, we're usually always rushing and trying to get everywhere fast. Sometimes we got to go ahead and slow it down, okay? And take a minute to take everything in. Um, Call a friend when you could call a friend. Sometimes that's a good place where you can feel safe, and no matter how long it's been since you talked to that friend, when y'all talk, it feels like no time has passed at all. Y'all could just go ahead and catch up and get into it and you know have good conversations. I'm sorry, y'all. Of course, my cat is so rude. One minute she was crying to get in, now she crying to get out. Give me 1 minute to put her behind out. Sorry, y'all. She's rude, okay? She was just crying to get in, now she crying to get out. Hey, Miss Kira Speaks. Thanks for coming through. How are you today? Happy Saturday. Hey, Kendall. Good evening. Thanks for stopping by. I didn't get a chance to give you a heads up because I was kind of going through the motions, going back and forth. I was explaining to them that I really didn't know if I was going to even do self care this week. I was 1 minute yes, 1 minute no. This is a little later than I normally have been doing them. But nonetheless, I'm here, right? It's been kind of rough on me, been going through some things. So that's why I haven't really been putting as much content. And I was kind of debating because I want to give you guys anything I'm doing, whether it's a review, whether this, whatever. I want to make sure my energy is good, that I can be uplifting to you guys. If I'm not going to do it right, then I don't want to do it. And then the flip side of that is sometimes when I do things and I just push myself through, I actually end up feeling better. Just having conversations with y'all make me feel good. Hopefully I'm still making y'all feel good. That's what it's all about. So I was kind of struggling with whether I was going to even come up here and do it at all. And then I decided, yeah, we're going to just go ahead and do it. So I'm here nonetheless, right? So we was basically going over 50 ways to take a break, and I was just naming off a few of the things. I said I may not get to the whole list. I don't have a lot as I usually would have. This is just kind of like a freestyle day. Okay, just jumping up here to do a mental check in and see how you guys are holding up, how y'all feeling, how y'all been making it through. And yeah, just checking in with you, really. That's all. So I was saying that some of the things that we could do is, lighting a candle, learning something new, listening to like relaxation. I guess it would be either like CDs or probably on YouTube these days. Back in the days, I used to listen to relaxation tapes. That's probably not around no more. I don't know. Reading a book, writing in your journal. Y'all always know I tell y'all to take them breaths. Those make a big difference. Walking outside, you know, eating you a good old meal, um, doing some stretches, listening to music, which is always one of my favorites. And He said, I got you about to climb a tree in the west side of Manhattan. Hey, go for it. I know I probably won't be climbing no trees. I'm gonna just keep it real. But like I said, if you can, go for it. Why not, right? Um, they even has something up here that says rest your legs up on the wall. I don't know how much that's gonna help, but honey, try it. You never know, right? And then we got meditating, of course, going for a run. Like I said, I'm more likely go for walks. I don't be doing too much running. Turning off your electronics, driving somewhere new that you've never been. Um, you know, um, take a bike ride, go to the park, writing a poem, reading a poem. We talked about that. So that was pretty much what you, Miss Kendall. Think you up to date now. I also talked about taking a nap, which I love doing. And of course, y'all know I'm always mentioning, the bubble baths and the soaking in the Epsom salt. That's definitely one of my faves. We talked about, going to a body of water, which I love the pool or the beach. You give me that, you give me a hot tub, and then more than likely I'm going to be able to relax, relate, release immediately just with being next to water. I don't know what it is about it, but I absolutely love it. Flying a kite. And I said, sometimes you just got to let out a sigh. Sometimes you just need to do that, right? And then I also talked about watching the stars, watching the clouds. I was saying here in New York, you ain't really going to see too many stars. So I always liked when I would go down south and visit my grandmother, family, friends, whatever. And they always had a lot more stars there. And I would enjoy just laying on the grass and looking up at the sky when we was down there, sitting in nature. So, you know, also I was talking about being able to call a friend, just being able to go around town and not having like, no specific destination. We ain't talking about going for work and stuff like that. We just being able to take in the scenery, right? And just hanging out, right? Buy yourself some flowers, find a relaxing scent. We talked about that before. Viewing some art, right? Having your own little coffee break, right? Or a tea break. If you ain't a coffee person, maybe you into tea. And then we have forgive someone, right? If you can, child. I know sometimes forgiveness is hard, right? Sometimes you gotta forgive yourself. Sometimes it may be forgiving somebody else, and you're not forgiving them for them. You're forgiving them for you, right? And read or watch something funny. That's always a good thing to do, right? Have a good old laugh. Never could go wrong with that. Um, I don't know. They have pet a funny creature up here now. I don't know what pet a funny creature is supposed to be, but I pet my cat and she could be funny, so I hope that counts. Oh God. Yes, do what Kendall says. Please hit the like button, y'all, and make sure you have your notifications on. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe if you are so inclined. Hey, Vonnie, love, thanks for joining us. Um, hey, Shannon. Yes, you pet a dog or a cat. I don't know why it just says you know, creature, because a creature could be anything, a funny creature. I think that's an interesting choice of words. But we also have go to the farmers market, right? We don't really be having the farmers market over here the way we used to. We used to have it like at a certain time of the week and certain time of the month before. I don't know what's going on. She said an ugly man could be a creature. Right. Anything could be a creature. That's a little vague there. I don't know what's going on with that one. Um Also engage in acts of kindness, right? Sometimes you doing something kind for somebody definitely, believe it or not, can make you feel good. And it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be something small. So I don't know, y'all. But put on some music and dance. I definitely like that one. I don't listen to music as much as I used to. Most times I'm just listening to it on my phone. I should say I don't really listen to it as far as like in my house on the stereo. But last weekend when we lost Tina Turner, I sure enough did put on like, private dancer, and I can't stand the rain. That's my song. Okay. I was like, "Doo, doo, 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 doo." I just having my own little moment in here in my room. So definitely put on some music and dance when you can. Um, engage in small acts of kindness. Oh, okay, I said that. Give thanks, right? We definitely have to give thanks for everything we have, big or small, right? I know sometimes it be seeming like everything is crazy, everything is going bad. I definitely try to be very appreciative for the little things, the big things, the things in between, because we a lot of us are having it rough right now, but then you can always see somebody that's having it even, worse as you, same as you, whatever. And so those times that's good in between, I definitely try to appreciate them, right? So let me see. Vonnie Love says that she yeah, definitely do the dance and the music. Yes. That's a good Okay, that's good. Sharing it with family and friends. Yes, share it with as many people as you can. Everybody needs to start practicing this and making these things a part of their daily routine. Okay, you said you try to do a kind act every day. That's good. That's good. Yeah, stretching helps. It helps. It helps relax you. It helps get the blood flowing. Okay, getting a massage. I haven't had one of those in a minute, but that's definitely always a good thing as well. Okay, and nothing wrong with getting a little massage when you can. Shoot, I wish I could get one right now. My back is killing me, y'all. I could definitely use a massage. um taking some type of local class, right? Whether it's dance, right, which you just was mentioning, yoga, pottery, anything like that that you might find that you may be interested in. You might like it. You never know. So, sometimes they give some of those for free, maybe on certain days, and other times you might have to pay a little something, something. But yes, girl, them dag on massages. Be on point, okay? Definitely make a big difference in your day. And of course, you can make your favorite meal, order your favorite meal from your favorite restaurant or something. We ain't got too many restaurants in my area that I like. Okay, I was jealous because when I was talking to my cousin and my aunt earlier, both of them just so happened to be ordering from different soul food places and they naming all this different stuff they ordered. And I'm like, send me some because I ain't got no places like that I could order no food from. Okay, all we got over here now is McDonald's and Burger King and Popeyes, and I don't want that. But that's another story. But if you can get something that you enjoy, definitely treat yourself, right? So that's something else that we could do. Um, let's see what else they had up here. I think I told y'all about most of them, right? In the letter. Yeah, watching a good movie. Okay. Let's see what you said. Yeah, I don't think I ever been to a pottery class. I have been to a drinking, what is it, paint and sip, and I'm not a good painter, so but that is also cool. Um, yeah, chicken spot. That's what they be having. I just said one of my friends lost her son, and her therapy and healing was all painting. As a result, now she is making pictures for others. Wow, God bless her. And I'm so, so, so sorry for her loss. Wow. Yeah, sometimes we, turn that pain into something else when we can. It's hard, but it's definitely not impossible, you know. Um, yes, definitely getting your hair washed and getting it done definitely makes a big difference as well. I actually just washed and conditioned my hair last night and I went and, got some threw some braids in going back because I really didn't feel up to the whole big, and especially on the weekends, I'm just not with it. So I was like, yeah, no. But that is a help too, show. It's something, like I said, it could be the simplest thing. Sometimes for me, just getting in the shower and washing from head to toe make a big, big difference. Book Diva says, check out your local library. They offer many different classes, activities that are free. Yes. I don't stay on top of that as much as I used to, but I know that me and my friend used to always go to the library, and we did get a lot of different activities for them. I don't even know where the library is in my neighborhood anymore. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I was saying in the beginning when I started the live that I used to stay in the library, stay reading books. I don't read nowhere near as much as I used to. I used to go to museums all the time. A lot of stuff that I used to do, I kind of fell off with, okay, and haven't been doing as much. But that's definitely a good idea. So you guys, I also have a 30-day self-care challenge, and of course, it doesn't have to be in this order, and you don't have to do all the things. And to be honest with y'all, just like with the list I just finished reading, I was looking at some of these things on this list, and I'm like, what the heck are they talking about here? But I still like to put it out there, and I like to try new things too, push myself to try new things and tell y'all about different things y'all could do. Of course, some of the things on this list is basically similar to what we already just was talking about with the 50 ways to take a break. So, is like, go for week one, right? The first week, you would go for a walk alone. You would take a bubble bath, which is definitely one that I love. Meditate for 30 minutes, write a journal, do an art project, apply a face mask, and do your hair. So some of those I've already started out the week by doing. So I think I will probably try to continue with this for the rest of the week, the best of that I can. And also, you guys, anything that I mention, anything that I'm showing y'all up here that I'm reading from, it's usually in my community tab. It's on my social medias. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of the above. And I normally share anything that I'm talking about in the videos. I share it there too. So should you want to go there and be able to like read it more closely, maybe save it for yourself, take a screenshot of it or whatever the case may be. You can do that. If you're not following me on any of those, it's Tamika's Den for all of them. Okay. And also on the community tab, these are usually up there too. Whatever I'm talking about for that week is, also in the community tab. And the weeks that I don't do a video, I still share stuff up there every single Saturday, whether it's positive affirmations, whether it's the self-care ideas and tips, whether it's stuff on mental health, just for anybody that's new that may not, know about it. Okay. So, for week two, you can disconnect for one day. You can watch a sad film, which I thought was very interesting, right? But sometimes I do like watching sad stuff. And then it says have a long cry. And I know that might sound crazy, but sometimes we need to get out of daggone cry. Sometimes a good old cry can make you feel good, right? It doesn't feel good that you're in pain and that you're crying, but once you get it all out, sometimes you do feel better. Um, having a long walk, painting your nails, which I definitely need my nails done. I will probably be doing that sometime next week. Writing out a life goals list. And now it says dry brush your body. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what that is, put it in the comments and let me know, because I was a little confused with what dry brush your body meant. Okay. I never heard that expression before. Um, then moving on to week three, we um have a glass of wine, which I'm definitely down for that. Okay, I don't mind having me a glass of wine. It also says have yourself a chocolate bar. And yes, I don't really eat chocolate like that. Sometimes I get a little craving for it. But if I get a craving, then yes, a chocolate bar is okay with me too. Um get a massage, which we just was talking about, right? So definitely go ahead and set up a massage. Watch a feel good film, a film that's gonna make you laugh, a film that's gonna, get you excited, that you love, one of your favorites that you don't watch with however many times or whatever, right? and listen to a happy song. That's definitely a good one. And look at some old pictures, right? Sometimes looking back at some old pictures and seeing your different memories, different maybe vacations and trips you went to, or your family and friends or whatever, can make you feel good too. Um then we get to week 4 and it says go to a cafe alone, right? All by your lonesome, not with nobody, right? Go to the movies, which I actually want to go see The Little Mermaid, and I want to go see that new Spider-Man that's out. Yes, I do. Okay. So I don't know when I'm gonna make it there, but that's something that I definitely would like to do. Um, so I don't know if my comments is just stuck, but I don't see nothing moving no more. Hopefully y'all still hearing me and seeing me, okay? But of course, y'all, to remember to breathe, and don't forget about yourself. That is also what we talked about. You can't do nothing for nobody else if you don't take care of yourself first. So that is why we are talking about, the self-care challenge. We're talking about 50 ways to take a break because you got to take care of you. Okay. So we also have go dancing. So if you notice, this is mostly things that we have mentioned with the other ones, right? And then we have paint a picture. I don't know how good I could do with painting no picture. I'm not a painter, all right? I just recently learned how to paint the daggone walls in my house, let alone talking about painting a picture, all right? Okay, yeah, okay, good. I didn't know if y'all was still could hear me because it just from my end it looked like everything stopped. um Take a photo while you walk, right? So I guess that could just be you taking pictures of the scenery, the sky, the trees, the grass, whatever, right? And then we also have meditate again for 30 minutes. Never to have too much meditation going on. And we have the last one, take an afternoon nap. And for me, listen, I'll take a nap anytime. It don't matter whether it's afternoon, night, but whatever one best suits you, of course, that's the one that you go ahead and go by. So yeah, that's the 30-day challenge, y'all. I don't know if y'all feel like y'all could do it. Y'all know whenever I put these up, I always say, even if you don't do like every single thing, you can make up your own things. It ain't gotta be exact like the list. And if you should miss a day or you miss something, that's okay. Just keep moving. That day is gone and the new day is coming, and you try something else new when that next day comes. Don't worry about the fact that you skipped a day or missed a day. That don't make a difference, right? So don't worry yourself about that. And we are pretty much gonna end it off, you guys, with some affirmations. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on being up here long. This was just kind of a spur of the moment, jump up here, check in with y'all, see how y'all feeling. Let y'all know I'm still around and I'm still checking in, even if you don't see me as much. Um, Still here. Okay. Um Yes, be consistent. That's very important. Be consistent and make your self care a priority. Absolutely. And that's been a work in progress for me, y'all. I'm literally working on it every day. So when I'm telling y'all about it, I'm working along, with y'all, doing the things that I'm telling y'all to do. I'm not just telling y'all about it and then, I'm over here like, whatever. I'm trying to. And sometimes I skip days too, but not as much as I used to. And it's gotten a lot easier for me. Like my affirmations are easier now because I'm so accustomed to saying it. The breathing is easier for me because I'm so accustomed to doing that. Therapy also has made a super, super big difference for me personally. And I always tell y'all that. I always, encourage anybody that if you feel like you need to talk with a counselor, a therapist, psychologist, whoever, then please do so. That's definitely made a big difference to me. Had it not been for my counselor calling me this past week, I probably would not have been able to function as good, to be honest, right? I have totally forgot that we even had an appointment, and he still checked in on me and then still called me Friday, even though that was not even a regularly scheduled appointment that he had with me. So that made such a big difference. Also having, a great sister friend that I could call on, that we can call on each other, made a big difference. So always make sure that you have good people in your circle, right? We don't need no negative people. We don't need no jealous people. We don't need no hating people. We don't need no ignorant people. Like, we don't need no triggering people. Get rid of all of those people. Even if you only left with one person, I always say I'd rather have one real person that I could depend on than 100 fake ones. So that makes all the difference in the world, right? And Matthew Wilson says, I'm about to take a nap as soon as I get home, and I'm going to give a few of these a try. Okay, thank you for hanging out with us, Matthew. I appreciate you. Yeah, you got to get that nap in, child. I get my naps in all the time. Ain't no shame in my game. Okay, definitely. There's nothing wrong with that. I stay taking a nap. I'll be like, oh, I'm taking a nap. And sometimes you'll hear me say I'm taking a nap, and you be like, nap, because it's like bedtime for most people. But my sleep hours are not the same as a lot of other people. So therefore, you know, because I suffer with insomnia, whenever I feel like that sleep hit me, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm about to go take a nap right now. I roll with it, rock with it. Okay. But, as far as the affirmations, just a few here, not a lot. I am talented. I am talented. I am talented. I am talented. Okay. You may not think that you have many talents. It may not be the same as what other people have, but it does not make it any less. And then, it's still important. It's still good. It's still your talent. Let your light shine. Okay. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I am wonderful. All right. I am loving. I am loving. I am loving. I am loving. Yes, I am loving. Sometimes I'm too loving, okay? Yes, Shannon. She says roll with it when the eyes get heavy. Yes, that's right. Shoot. Um, for the ladies, I am gorgeous. I am gorgeous. I am gorgeous. I am gorgeous. For the men, I am handsome. I am handsome. I am handsome. I am handsome. Okay. I am brave. I am brave. I am brave. I am brave. I am sophisticated. I am sophisticated. I am sophisticated. I am sophisticated. I am smart. I am smart. I am smart. I am smart. Every time I hear that I am smart, that makes me think about the help. Was it the help? Yeah, I think it's the help when Viola Davis is telling the little girl, you is smart. Right? But hey, she was giving her those affirmations when she was small too, okay? So she could know, because she sure wasn't getting it from her mama. Um, I am remarkable. 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 Okay. I am remarkable. So when you say in the affirmations, like I said, these could be in the morning when you first getting up. They could be at night when you getting ready to go to bed. You ain't got to say all of them. You could pick one thing out that you remember and just say that. And I'm telling you, it may seem like the most simplest thing, like, oh, what difference is that gonna make? But it makes a lot more difference than you think, and you're not gonna just see it overnight, but you will definitely eventually see the difference, and it definitely will become like clockwork, where you just start saying it on your own without even realizing it. It becomes a part of your regular routine, just like anything else that you practice and you put your time into, right? So you are enough, right? I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I'm enough. Just, something as simple as that. Or I have great ideas. I have great ideas. I have great ideas. I'm meaningful. I'm meaningful. I'm meaningful. I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Whatever you feel like you got to keep saying to yourself to encourage yourself and lift yourself up, because we can't wait to hear it from somebody else. That's wonderful and beautiful when we do hear it from them, but we got to go ahead and be able to hear it from ourselves. All right. Yes, that's what it was. Yes, Miss Kira. Okay, I knew I wasn't bugging. I'm like, I think that was the how she be like. I am smart. I am kind. I am important. Right. Okay, and that we are all of those things, y'all. So say that to yourself. Every day if you can, whether it's every morning, every night, every afternoon, whatever time that you could get by yourself for a couple of minutes. You go ahead and take those couple breaths in and out that you need to take, and if you need to say the affirmations for a couple times, and just center yourself and get yourself back in a good headspace, then definitely please do that, y'all. And I'm telling you, the more you do it, the more you will see a difference, right? So I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am persistent. I am persistent. I am persistent. I am persistent. You just keep saying it over and over and over, right? I am important. I am important. I am important. I'm important, right? Um, I can say yes, right? And I know that might sound strange, but yes, just keep saying that to yourself. I can say yes. I can say yes. I can say yes. I can say yes. I can say yes, right? Because sometimes we so skeptical and scared about certain things and whether we should say yes or not, right? And the flip side of that, which is my favorite, which took me a really long time to learn, is I can say no. 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 Like full stop. No is a sentence. You don't owe nobody an explanation as to why it's no. It's just no, right? And that's that on that. Period. you know um and sometimes some people like myself actually struggle with saying no, right? And then some of us struggle with saying yes. We'll make different excuses and different reasons why we can't do something. So you the only one that can find the balance in between those things and know when you should be saying yes and also when you should be saying no. But practice that as well if that's something that you feel like is a challenge for you, right? I have a affirmations that was given to me as a gift that I have next to my bed. And I look at that thing every morning and I say different affirmations from off of it. And that is definitely one of the ones, well, two of them that they have up there on there is I can say yes and I can say no. So that might sound, like I said, like what the heck that got to do with anything? But trust me, if you a person that be struggling with that, then you definitely it definitely makes a difference, right? Yes, Kendall. She says saying no is very empowering. Embrace it, y'all. Absolutely. And it took me a very long time, too long to say that, because I will always feel bad and I always wanted to try to help everybody. And I still have that in me because that's just a part of my personality and I'm a caring person. But I definitely have learned to put the boundaries on there. And I've learned, especially since me getting sick and injured and stuff like that, there's times when I just couldn't do it. You can't do what you can't do, right? And those times when I was in those situations and people still wouldn't be understanding to it and they still would be going, but what about but me? But what about but me? And it's like, yeah, but what about me? I'm the one that's here sick and I just cannot do that for you right now. And so that's when it really became a lesson to me that why am I sitting here explaining something to you? Obviously you're not gonna understand and you don't care to understand what I'm saying that I'm going through. So right there, that tells me all I need to know, right? So I definitely started looking at it in a different perspective. And it was a counselor years ago that said to me, you do know that no was a statement, right? And you don't owe anybody an explanation. And that was just kind of like my aha moment when I woke up and was like, yeah, I did know it, but I really wasn't implementing it the way that I should have been, right? So that was a lesson that I had to learn the hard way, unfortunately. But hopefully, you guys don't have, to go through as hard as I did, right? But of course, you would say, you know, you are loved, right? I am loved, I am loved, I am loved. Okay, y'all know one of my favorite songs by Patti LaBelle, Somebody Loves You, Baby. I can't sing right now, y'all, but oh, oh, oh. Okay, you got the point, right? And it's me. So you are loved regardless, right? And just self care is important, y'all. Self care is important from the littlest things to the biggest things. So you can start out small, practice with what you can practice with. Some things that you feel like that's too hard, I'm not going to do that. Don't even make a commitment to do it. Start with the things that you can commit to, right? Because at the end of the day, this is about for you and what's going to better you. It's not for anybody else. So I mean, it don't get no more important than that, right? I don't know what else you need to tell yourself. So whether it's one thing per day or whether it's one day per week, whatever which way you wanna, put it, stick to that. And then if you could add like one more thing on each week or something like that, you set your own boundaries because again, only you know what you can do right for you. But at the end of the day, if you make that promise to yourself, make sure you keep that promise, right? The same way you would want to keep a promise to somebody else, or you will have somebody else keep a promise to you. Like, how you not gonna keep a promise to your own self, right? If that makes sense to y'all. So yeah, Miss Kara says, there's no no without explanation or anything, right? It's a fact. That was like one of the hardest lessons for me for some reason. I don't know why that took so many times, but it did. And so, of course, you guys are beautiful inside and out. And, you know, um, as I always say, if today is not a good day, if you're not feeling okay today, it's okay not to be okay. Every day is not going to be a good day. Every day is not going to be a day that we in the mood to laugh, or we might not be in the mood to talk. We might not be in the mood to go to work. Sometimes we still go because we know we need money, right? And we still push ourselves to go to school or to deal with the kids or do whatever. But we just might be having one of those days that we feeling in a funk. We might have one of those days when we in pain, like how I feel today, child. I feel like somebody was beating me in my back with a bat while I was asleep. All right. But you are not anybody else expectations of you. You don't owe anybody anything. We all make mistakes. We're all human. We all have our bad days. And I just always say, if today is a bad day, that's okay. Hopefully tomorrow is a better one, right? As long as we hang in there and hold on and make it to the next day, um we still got a chance. As long as we got air in these lungs and we breathing, it's still a chance for tomorrow to be a better day, right? We get up again and start all over, and just try to start it out as positively as you can. Of course, there's going to be different things that are going to come in between that may, try to disrupt your positivity a little, something different stuff that you're going to come across. But you will find yourself handling those situations a lot better than you probably was before. And you will find that certain stuff that used to bother you in one way is not really bothering you in that way before. So you will notice differences over time. It's not going to be a 1, 2, 3 quick thing. It's not going to be automatic. You can't do something for 3 days and be like, well, Tamika was telling me to do these and I'm not seeing no difference. It's going to take you a little bit longer than 3 days, but I guarantee you will eventually see a difference if you keep going in this direction, you guys. So that's basically what I got, unless anybody else has anything. I don't know. I meant to ask you guys if anybody wanted to come up and talk for a minute. I'll put the link in the chat. But if nobody wants to come up and nobody ain't got nothing else, to talk about, then that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. And also know that it's okay to cry, you guys. Sometimes, like I said, a good cry help you. I don't care if you man, woman, child, whatever. You know. I remember being little, and of course they had that song like "Big Girls Don't Cry." It's like, yes, we do. Humans cry. Men cry, women cry. Don't make you any less because you cry. Sometimes a good old cry is all you need. But yeah, you guys, that's basically what I got. I thank you guys that joined me. I definitely appreciate it. Please do what Kendall said and make sure that y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all, I'm trying to slowly make my way to 1,000. It seems like I keep gaining and losing subscribers. I don't know what that's about. And I ain't getting pushed out in the algorithm. YouTube is YouTubing, but it's okay. I still keep going. If you guys are on social media, I know not everybody, does the social media thing, but if you are, I am Tamika's Den on all social media, okay? And I know somebody was asking me about my Cash App before. I don't really put it up there like that, but it's not something you have to do, but if you want to, because I'm not monetized, if you would like to send anything, then that's stuff that I will use for my equipment and to hopefully be able to finish off my studio and things of that nature. And that is Tamika's Den as well. So everything is Tamika's Den all across the board, okay? And yeah, I think that's about it, you guys. I hope you all have a great day. I will be back at 6 or maybe a little after 6 because I'm going to have to take a quick break, but I will be back to talk about the what you should be watching, number 45, all the things that's coming to theaters and streaming services in June. So come back at 6 if you guys can. If not, catch the replay. And remember that self care is not selfish, y'all. It is absolutely mandatory, and that we don't just have to take care of our bodies. That's one aspect. We got to take care of our mind, our body, and our soul. Okay. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all so much for coming through. Hey, I love you more. Thanks for coming through. So, yeah, y'all. Catch y'all later.